Hey everyone, the Hound here. I'm going to go ahead and shoot a gear video today. I've never shot a gear video. I've got almost everything I need to leave in 20 days. I'm waiting on a sleeping bag to be here and a couple other things. I got some micro spikes coming because, you know, I'm leaving in February. But let me get this video turned around and get inside and we'll go over to gear. Alright everyone, so we'll start with my pack. My pack is, I know some of you on my other videos saw me with a Granite Gear Crown 260. That Granite Gear, after putting some miles on it, was actually causing me some pain. So it just wasn't right for me. I went back to old trusted and thru Osprey with their anti-gravity system. I'm okay carrying the extra 2 pounds. As far as the pack's concerned, I'm not any younger than I used to be, and this is actually very comfortable. I don't really need it. I've taken the brain off of it. I don't need the 70 liters, but without the brain, you know, it's not too bad. But here's the pack. On the pack, I have a water bottle holder from Justin's UL on Etsy. I love this thing. I have some Purell safety whistle, which may or may not stay on there. Probably don't need it. An InReach SE, which is courtesy of my cousin Matthew. He is going to let me use this so I don't have to purchase one throughout my trek. So I have a PLB on my pack, which is awesome. Other than that, there's nothing. The hip pockets, my phone, and a couple other things will stay in one. Snacks stay in another. Stuff like chapstick. Let's see, we'll go to my water filtration. I have a 2-liter CNOC bag. I really like this. I've used it quite a few times now. I have a Sawyer Mini. A Sawyer Squeeze, I'm sorry. This is a regular size. I love this thing too. The flow rate's great. I'm going to carry the bag so I can keep them together and not have to worry about one of them falling out or losing one of them. I do have, and I'm going to carry this in the cold months in case the Sawyer freezes. This is a Hydra Blue VersaFlow. It's very, very light. Worst case scenario, if my Sawyer freezes, I still have water filtration. My water I will carry will be in these 2 1-liter smart water bottles, so I will carry 2 liters with me. Over here's my cook set. Before the cook set, I have a AT passport and a pen that I will carry with me too. I do have the paper copy of the AT guide. It should be here tomorrow. They just got mailed. Anyway, this is the cook set. My pot is a Willow and Wind 750 milliliter titanium. Pretty run-of-the-mill standard. I have a Blaze Orange towel that I use, which I can also use as a Blaze Orange hanging on my pack if it's during hunting season. I'm in someplace where there's hunting going on. I have a BSR stove. It's pretty common now. This thing's great. I've used it quite a few times. No problems at all. I have a Bic Mini lighter, a GSI pot, little gripper so I don't burn my fingers on that pot, a little coffee mug. I will not cook in the pot. The pot's only going to be for water. I'm only going to boil water. I will cook in Ziplocs, and the bags of stuff came in. I'm going to carry a 110 gram fuel cartridge for my stove. I have a no-name titanium spoon. I have a windscreen which I made. It's just a foil, like a lasagna pan that I have flattened out and folded up. I've used this thing probably 10 times. Absolutely love it. It's very light. If I tear it up, I'll buy another 99-cent pan and make another one. This is my cook pouch that I made. Following some recommendations of people on YouTube. It's just some Reflectix and some duct tape. It's very, very light, and it works great. I've already used it quite a few times. I do have a emergency bivy that I'm going to carry through the winter at least. It's just a safety measure. I guess I can consider it a luxury item. It doesn't weigh very much, but it gives me a peace of mind. I will carry a second 110 gram fuel can so I don't run out. When one runs out, I'll ditch it, and then I know I have one, and next resupply I can grab another. All this stuff fits in this dry bag. I have this little Dyneema bag, which inside of it goes some of my first aid, my medicines. I do take a few medicines, but I won't need them every single day. I have some first aid in there, toenail clippers, stuff like that. In this bag, extra batteries for my headlamp, an extra lighter. You just never know, they're not heavy. I have an extra Sawyer filter, a gasket, which I've heard many people lose, so I think it's going to be like gold. And also in there is another O-ring for my BSR stove, and my gravity coupler for my C-Knock bag to my Sawyer. And there's some tenacious tape and a patch kit in there. To begin with, since I'm starting in February, I will be bringing a couple packs of hot hands. I'm sure I'll be using them at some point. I was going to hold off and carry Nikki send this to me later. No more than it weighs. This is my outdoor research bug net. The other bug nets I tried, I didn't like them like laying all over my face. This one has a ring in it that's really light, and it holds the mesh away from your face. My sleep system, I have a Priya Outdoors 0 degree down bag on the way. It should be here this week. I actually just acquired this today. This is a Nemo Tensor sleeping pad. Never slept on it. I laid on it at REI. I love that thing. This is my tent. It is a Big Agnes Tiger Wall UL2. I have the footprint for that, so it can be set up in the rain without getting the inside of the tent wet. This is the poles and the tent stakes. I have the original 4 stakes that came with it, and 2 groundhogs I put in there also. This will be the knife that I carry. It's just a Kershaw knife. It's kind of heavy, but I like it, so it'll be in my pocket anyway. Toiletries, toilet paper, some dude wipes, and spare Ziplocs. My headlamp is a Petzl Actic. I picked this thing up fairly cheap when Gander Outdoors was going out of business. I like it so far. I've been in the rain with it. It's not waterproof, but it hasn't given me a problem yet. So until it gives me a problem, I'm going to use it. This is cables for my phone and for the inReach. There is a battery pack in there. This is not the battery pack I'll bring. This is one that I've had. I'm going to get an Anchor battery pack. I just haven't got it yet. This is my Puffy. It's an Outdoor Research Illuminate. The few times I've worn it, I guess it hasn't been cold enough because I started sweating pretty quickly and ended up taking it off. But I do wear it at camp. That's when I mainly wear that, when I'm at camp. My bear bag, it's a light AF, just large bear bag. Bear bag kit. I like this thing. I practiced a few times hanging the bear bags, and then when I went to URI, I had no problem at all hanging them. I do prefer the PCT style of hanging, which light AF actually includes the little bar in there to use to hang PCT style. Over here is my rain gear. Well, this should have been down there. This is kind of like a Z seat. It's really light. It's inflatable. I got it for free, so I figured I'd try it out. I have a cheap umbrella. I thought about buying a trekking umbrella, and yeah, this was $5. If I tear it up, I've only wasted $5. I'm not going to buy a $60 umbrella and tear it up anyway, probably. So if I tear this one up, I'll buy another one at Walmart. And I've actually used that in the rain, the pouring rain, and keep it attached to my pack with some night ties. rubberized night ties. It works great. Did not get wet at all, just my hands because it's not really that big. My rain jacket is a Outdoor Research Helium 2, pretty much standard what everybody uses. I've had that thing in some pouring rain. It did soak through a little bit. I'm not real impressed with it for its price, but it does work. It works great to keep the wind off of me. This is my rain protection for my pack. It's just an REI Ducksback 60 liter. And my rain pants, more than anything they're going to use to keep wind off of me, they are just Magellan Outdoor packable rain pants. They're not that heavy. My gloves, these are Outdoor Research Sensor gloves that have the waterproof liners in the zipper inside there to go on the outside of them. I just got those today. I actually like those. I was looking at some different gloves. We'll move to my clothing. So my clothing's going to be a little different since I'm starting in February. I was going to originally only bring some shorts, but I did get some convertible pants to bring. I think I'll probably need them for the first month at least. I do hike hot, so I'll probably end up zipping the legs off of them most days. I do have, through the recommendation of several people on YouTube, these are actually Cuddle Duds. They are very warm. That's a shirt, and there's some pants. They're like leggings. They're women's clothing, but they are very warm, and I have no problem telling you they're women's clothing. I will wear them no problem at all. They keep me very warm. Back here, these are my winter sleeping socks. They're very light. I found these on sale, on clearance actually. They're like woolly on the inside. They're very warm. They're very light, so I don't want my feet getting cold. I've used them in the cold. They work great. I have 2 pair of Darn Tough socks, a pair of Ninjinji liners, underwear. This is a spare set that I have. I'll have 2 pair with me. I have just a beanie, Cascade Mountaineering beanie. My buff. These shorts I probably will not bring with me to begin. They'll be sent to me. They're Mountain Hardwear, real light hiking shorts. This is just a Dyneema bag, stuff sack for all my clothing. And my shoes, I'm going to start and I'm sure finish in Ultras. Love these shoes. Never had a problem with them. I've put many, many miles on the pair I've had. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing them. This is like the 4th pair I've had. Ultra stood behind. I had a pair that started coming apart. Ultra stood behind their warranty and replaced them, no problem at all. So other than a couple things I have coming, like the sleeping bag, I do have some micro spikes coming. I was a little worried about starting in February without carrying micro spikes. They're not heavy. If I don't need them, I can send them back. But I'd rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. I think that's pretty much it. This is everything that I'll have in my pack. As far as weight, my base weight I'd say is probably around 25 pounds. Totally packed out with 5 days of food, I'm looking at 31 pounds. So my goal was to keep my pack under 30. I'm no shape or form a ultralight person. I have no problem hauling a pack around with 30 pounds on it. But anyway, this is everything I'm going to take. Anybody has any questions, leave it in the comments. Thank you for watching, and watch out for my next video.